With its affordable and yet powerful Redmi series becoming available in more countries, Xiaomi is setting the margin higher of how powerful a budget smartphone can be. Today we have the latest addition to the Redmi family, the Redmi 4, also known as Redmi 4X. It was announced in India a few days back, so let's check it out. In today's video, TLDW will have the pros and the cons of the Redmi 4. The pros: impressive battery performance, excellent fingerprint sensor, decent display, metal design, affordable price. The cons: no protective layer on the display, the navigation buttons are not backlit. Just like its big brother Redmi Note 4, the Redmi 4 has a metal body with the top and bottom parts made of plastic. The design looks classy, and at first glance you wouldn't say it's a $115 smartphone. Also, the matte black Xiaomi started to adapt in their latest models add a unique look to it. Redmi 4 is a small phone, for the ones who are not into phablets. It has a curved back and rounded corners, which means it will sit comfortably in the palm of your hand. On the right side you have the power button and the volume rocker. The buttons are well built and tactile enough, and pressing it won't make you feel it's a cheap phone. Left side of the Redmi 4 there is the dual hybrid SIM tray. You can use one micro SIM and micro SD card, or one micro SIM and one nano SIM at a time. Bottom side there is the middle micro USB port between the speaker on the right and the main microphone on the left. The speaker is not the best, but it sounds decent and loud enough. On the top we have the 3.5mm audio jack, the IR plaster to control the devices that works with remote control, and the secondary microphone. The navigation buttons are touch capacitive, and unfortunately it's not backlit, which makes it annoying to use the phone in the dark. Redmi 4 also comes with an excellent fingerprint sensor. It's accurate, fast and easy to reach. It can also be used to lock apps. Back to the front of the Redmi 4, there will be a 5-inch IPS HD display with a 294 pixels per inch. On paper this is a low resolution display. However, being only 1280 by 720 on a 5-inch panel makes the pixels not that visible, unless you have the eye for it. No, really, this display is decent and I'm totally fine with it being only HD. The colors are vibrant with a little yellowish tint on the white. Viewing angles are also great. The curved corners of the glass using 2.5D technology, which makes the phone looks beautiful when the lights reflects on it. My only complaint about this display is that it has no scratch resistant layer of any kind, which makes it easy to scratch. I got scratches all over the display just by putting the phone in my pocket without a case, and I usually take a good care of my phones, so using a screen protector here is a must. Inside the Redmi 4 there is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 435 processor. 8 Cortex A53 cores clocked at 1.4 GHz with Adreno 505 GPU and 2 GB of RAM. Redmi 4 also has 3 and 4 GB of RAM variants. The Snapdragon 435 didn't get any major upgrade from the 430 except for the LTE modem. However, it's a decent chip. With the performance it offers, you won't notice any lag or hiccups in a day-to-day use and the multitasking, even with the 2 GB of RAM model. However, the apps takes 2 or 3 seconds to open sometimes. Also, Redmi 4 won't disappoint when it comes to gaming. It will run graphics intensive games just fine, but you will notice the frame rates is a bit low. Other than that, no lag or noticeable frame drops. Xiaomi device is known for its great battery life, and on this regards Redmi 4 didn't disappoint. It comes with a 4100 mAh battery and it will last you 2 days no problem. That's more than 10.5 hours of screen on time with moderate to heavy use on Wi-Fi. On 4G these numbers will change a bit, but the Redmi 4 will still offer you a solid battery life. Aside from the great battery life, and just like what Xiaomi did with the Redmi Note 4, the Redmi 4 doesn't support fast charging, despite the Snapdragon 435 being Quick Charge 3 capable. The battery charges from 0 to 90% in 2 hours and 20 minutes, and the last 10% takes about 40 minutes to complete the 100%. This number is using the 2 ampere charger that came in the box, but this can be acceptable considering the price. Redmi 4 camera is 13 megapixel with f2.0 aperture and a single flash. It has the same camera sensor as the Redmi Note 4, which is the S5K3L8 from Samsung, except the lens has a wider angle on the Redmi Note 4. The shots taken in good lighting looks good, with not so much details when you zoom. In low light you will get noise in the darker areas of the photos, and even lower amount of details. HDR can help in some scenarios, but the camera performance in general is nothing to write home about. That also can be acceptable for the price Xiaomi is asking for this phone. You will find more samples from the Redmi 4 camera in full size in the description below the video. The front camera is 5 megapixel with f2.2 aperture, and it will take average quality selfies in good lighting, but once in low light it will suffer from noise and lack of details. Redmi 4 runs MIUI 8.2 built on Android 6.0 Marshmallow, with the update to Android Nougat happening very soon. MIUI is a heavy customized Android UI. It has many useful and nice features, such as dual apps, which lets you create a copy of any app, such as WhatsApp, so that you can use two different accounts on the same device. Custom Themes Store, which has hundreds of free themes. It allows you to change the look and feel of the whole UI, like the colors and the icon shapes. Second Space, and this feature allows you to create another profile on your phone with its own apps and files, and you can easily switch between them from the home screen. You can even assign a fingerprint to each space, to just unlock your phone on the first space or the second space when the screen is off. All in all, the Redmi 4 is a great budget smartphone. For $115, you are getting impressive battery, decent display, excellent fingerprint sensor, and solid performance. That's a great value for money, and there is not many alternatives that offers the same value from other manufacturers. So based on that, I recommend the Redmi 4 for anyone looking for a decent budget smartphone. Let me know what do you guys think about the Redmi 4 in the comments below the video. And if this